Hi, I'm Jay.
And I'm Kat, and today we're reviewing Kirby and the Rainbow Curse.
But before, I just want to show that off. That is... Who is that?
It's Mega Man.
Yep. Do not buy this for $100 online. It's still in stores. Just go to the store. Save your money. I just wanted to point that out. And also, I went to Goodwill and got these games for $7. Yes, you guys are shitting yourself out there if you know the price of these. $7. Why am I showing this? I don't know.
He's very excited. And he wants to become a game chaser,
potentially. One last thing. I'm not doing an unboxing, but I found this in the store. Look at him.
Autobots, transform!
Yeah, okay, let's do Kirby.
This game is a platformer, and it's very similar to the Canvas Curse that came out. It's the exact same idea, using the gamepad and such, and it's all in clay, which is really cool. I have to say, I really did like that it was all in clay. It did remind me a lot of the Yarn games. If you like the Yarn one, Kirby Epic Yarn, you'll probably like this, although this was actually a little harder. Just throwing that out there.
So was I, the night she touched me. Not you. Another one.
It starts off in Dreamland, and Kirby and Waddle Dee are playing, and then suddenly this hole opens up in the sky, and all the colors get sucked out, and everyone freezes in place. Then this little magical paintbrush fairy comes down and restores color to Kirby and Waddle Dee, and then they go on an adventure to try to bring color back to the land, and they have to go and capture this evil clay and color-sucking demon thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is. You know, most people watching this just want to know, is it a kid's game, or does it get ridiculously hard to the point of frustration? Let's see.
Well, we actually had a user who specifically asked that. It was,
Oh, you took notes this time. By the way, I'm not reviewing the game. I didn't have time, okay? She played it because she likes Kirby so much. And she likes
platformers.
Sucking and blowing lots of stuff. Right?
Shut up. There was none of that in this game, actually, for the record. So anyways.
Which, wait, is horse shit.
Yeah, I know, it's Kirby. Anyways, yeah, he gets stuck in ball form, and he can change into other... Anyways, we'll get to that. So, Adam Teachout said, heard it was difficult. Kid-friendly. He's talking 10 and younger. It is a lot harder than Yarn. It starts off super, super easy, and you're like, this is a joke. And then by the time it gets to the end, it actually gets quite difficult. However, it is still kid-friendly in that if you screw up enough times, it'll ask you if you want to just skip on to the next stage. So kids can beat it, even if they can't actually beat it per se.
Well, they beat it. So explain how you move him. You don't use the D-pad. So, it's literally only stylus.
Yeah, it's gameplay. The gameplay is that you use a stylus and you make these rainbow. I don't know what happened.
I'm not editing that out.
So you make these rainbow lines using the paintbrush. I guess really you're playing the rainbow paintbrush in a sense, the rainbow fairy.
Yeah, and you're just
and so you make these lines, and that's what Kirby goes along. And you need to make sure that they're close enough to Kirby so he gets on it and then moves along it. If you tap Kirby, he'll go a little bit faster. After you collect 100 stars, you can do a star dash by holding down on Kirby. He gets really big and then around the screen, breaking blocks that you normally wouldn't be able to break, so getting to places that you wouldn't be able to get to. Yeah, I mean, you just travel up these rainbow things all around, and that's how you move. You can also stop yourself from moving by making lines. You can also protect yourself. If there's laser shooting, you put a line in between you and the laser, and you're going to be safe.
So
it's cool.
Sounds like on paper, or on clay, that this would be a real fun game to have the, you know, the Wii pads in front of you and let's draw and have fun. But
it uses the Wii pad really, really well, but I don't know. And it's a 2-player game. Well, technically an additional 3 people can play with you, and they play on the Wiimote. But there's a bunch of parts where they can't actually help you. Like they can't do it with you. There's a part where you have to like draw out a map that you're gonna follow that you go along, and the other person can't help you with that. No. They just have to sit and watch. It literally so it's not really a 2-player game per se, personally.
The second player is just punching things and collecting things.
Yeah, and you can pick up Kirby and throw him, and yeah, he's supposed to put damage. That's really it. That's
put it this way, it's like Mario Galaxy, the second player can control the stars and shoot the stars and collect the stuff. That's about what this is equaling.
It's gonna feel about the same, yeah. Yeah.
And then I thought when I picked it up second player, I was like, wow, this is actually how you're supposed to play Kirby, jumping and fighting. But the second player does not suck and blow like you. Doesn't do anything like that.
He's actually stuck in ball form the whole time, so he doesn't transform a whole bunch. You can't use any of his usual traditional kind of Kirby moves. And you can turn into a submarine, a rocket, or a
Why are you even looking
or a
at
tank.
Oh.
And those
Yeah.
parts, like, it really dumbs down the controls for those, which I don't like either. Like, one of them will just constantly be shooting out rockets, and you have to try to line them up to hit the bad guys. It kind of dumbs it down a lot, and I really don't like that. But then there's other parts in the puzzly bits that are a lot trickier.
We've determined already that this is a kid's game, but no, it is also an adult's game, but it's also a kid's game.
Yeah, they didn't really
How
make up
much-
their mind on that, which is kind of frustrating.
What else is there to do in this? What if you just beat the game? How many levels and, like,
Well,
is there anything
there's
else?
28 levels, or 28 lands, I guess, and then there are 40 challenge modes, which are kind of cool. The challenge modes are fun. There's a timer, and you have to get the chest, the treasure chest, before time runs out. I actually like those.
I like them.
You also, as you go along, if you collect the treasure chests in each of the levels, you get little things, kind of like you did, well, in other Kirby games as well. Like the yarn one, you got the little items, and you could go and decorate. Well, this one, you can go and look at your stuff. I don't know why you'd want to. Who cares? And you
It's
can collect the
Nintendo
music.
collecting stuff. It's Nintendo
I
collecting
just
stuff.
understand
Oh,
it.
by the
Why?
way,
Who cares?
you know, other games you can pop your amiibo on, like, say, this and this really hard to find one, apparently, into the game, like Mario Kart, and it unlocks cool stuff. This, you have to get characters that are from that franchise.
Yeah.
Which
so
I
there's
think
only
is
3
like
characters you can use.
Horseshit. Horseshit.
Uh,
I want to put fucking Link in it.
That'd be kind of cool. But how would you animate him? Would you have him made of clay? They didn't prepare for all
Can
that.
you imagine of, my mind just exploded. All of a sudden, a Link made out of clay, but, like, realistic, came in, and you could just use him for a special ability? Or Mega Man in clay form just showed up? Well, they dropped the ball on that. Oh well. Or Jetfire just flies in and bombs the whole game, and you don't have to play it.
The boss battles are also, they're not bad. I kind of like them, but they all do follow a very similar pattern, which we are used to in Nintendo. All the original Marios, you know, hit the guy 3 times. This one is not necessarily 3 times. You have to hit them multiple times, or you have to star dash them, and that goes a lot faster. They were fun. I had a good time playing this, and I would think about the game a little bit when I wasn't playing it, but I wasn't pumped. I wasn't jazzed to be like, woo, can't wait to play that game. I was like, okay, well, I gotta play this game. Gotta make sure I play enough of it. It's no Mario Galaxy. It's a good time. So I would say if you like Kirby, it doesn't really matter because he doesn't really have the Kirby powers. I mean, it is Kirby and he makes all the sounds, and there's that same little dancey jingle song that happens at the end, and it does feel like Kirby, but the controls are so different that it doesn't feel like Kirby. So I was very torn about this game. Like, I had a good time, but I could have had a better time, and the controls are just so stripped down because they wanted to use the stylus. It just doesn't feel right.
I know. It should have been stylus plus traditional, but it isn't. So god damn it.
Well, it'd be hard to do stylus and like to keep doing that switching though. How would you do that? It's too difficult. It's
All
like
right,
in
you know what?
Rayman, right?
You know what?
What?
Any other questions from the audience?
Let's see. Jonas Bergenenderson. How does the claymation style fit in with the Kirby universe? I think it looks really nice. It's cute. They did a good job of it. It's fun. If you liked yarn, then you'll like clay.
It's that simple. There's no reason it's clay. There's not much else to say here. I'm just going to say this. You can take Mario and make the same game over for 30 years because of the fact that the gameplay is, like, stellar, and they don't even need to change it that much. It went from platforming to 3D. Who knows what's next, but it's still good in 3D. You can't take Kirby and keep doing the same thing and then all of a sudden switch it to not a Kirby game, just a stylus game. You may as well put it on an iPad. And that's it. I'm not giving it a score, but I'm just going to say I don't recommend it. I'm not scoring it because I didn't play as much as she did. She beat the game. I didn't, so we're being honest on the show. So if I had to say pick it up or not, I'm going to say avoid it. And what do you score it?
I'd probably give it I'm gonna say a 7. It was good. It was well done, but I mean the story's whatever, and the controls aren't the best. But if you like puzzles and if you like having to have timers and having to really think on your feet, there is a lot of thinking on your feet, and I did enjoy that about it. I would get really frustrated and have to redo certain parts again and again and again and again. At first, I was like, I have so many extra lives, haha. And then as I got later on in the game, I was like, crap, need more extra lives. So if you like a challenge like that, it is a good time, but I might kind of wait a while and get it used. I don't know if I would buy it brand new, because it's good, but
It's filler. I'm sorry.
There's other games
I'm
I'd rather
sorry.
play.
It's filler. What do you want from us? I wish it was more. I wish you could control, you know, classic Kirby in this, but no, it's a freaking iPad game on the Wii controller. Ugh.
Now I'm curious how Yoshi Yarn will be. Yoshi Island.
Please.
Please be good. Don't screw it up.
Yeah, please don't screw it up. Thank you for watching the video. If you like what we did here, please hit that thumbs up button and share the video and all that jazz that I always ask you to do because it means the world to us. And we got a new microphone. That's why the audio sounds much better when I move over there. Thank you so much to Kat for reviewing the game because I had no time. So follow her on that thing and follow me on this thing. And yeah, keep asking those questions for the next review, which I think might be a game called Ori and the Blind Forest. And I wish I was goddamn blind so I don't have to control that. But that's whatever. Ready?
Ready.
Good day.
Okay. Good day. Good day.
Thank
sir.
you guys.
Thank you.